Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and as you can see by today's title, we are going to be creating a makeup look that I have found online. It's a smoky bronzy eye look, and it's proper like you know when they make face structured like a little facelift. That's what it looks like. So I will put the pictures up on the screen now, and this is the type of look we're going to go for. We're going to try and go for that golden, smoky, dramatic eye and glowy and stuff like that. The reason why I thought I'd do this video was because when I posted my Instagram photo last week or 2 weeks ago now. Yes, I posted a selfie like 2 weeks ago. Got quite a few DMs saying that I should do like a makeup tutorial on it. But I've done that makeup look multiple times on like my other channel, my other videos where I did the unpopular opinion with my sister. We did our like makeup routine. I think Get to Know Me, I did like a little makeup routine then. So if you want to see that particular, I'll show you the picture actually. If you want to see this particular makeup look, it will be in my other video. But I thought today we could try something different, more dramatic, more glam, more out there. I'm just going to put my hair up. If I'm looking down here, my mirror's down here, and I'll try and just... I've also got some high-end brands, and I've also got some drugstore brands. This morning, I actually went and bought some new makeup that I wanted to, you know, give myself a little upgrade on some stuff that I've been using, but also try out some stuff. And don't come at me, but I can't remember the last time I used a beauty blender. I normally just use a brush. I've got my hair on it. I normally use a brush, so I'm excited to use my beauty blender. I need to go and wet this, and it came with a case, which I'm quite happy about, so I don't have to worry about my beauty blender getting dirty. What's just cracking with the video? So, oh fuck's sake, saying that I don't want to make it dirty, dropped it. Great. Out of the 3 photos, I think I'm gonna probably use this one more of an inspiration with the eye look, because I'm not so fan of when it comes really pointy in the corner, but I don't want to be as glowy. I feel like she's very glowy. So we'll give it a go, we'll give it a try. Disclaimer, I am not a makeup artist. By all means, this is just a bit of fun, a bit of a play around, and just, you know, get a little bit better with my makeup skills, I guess. But yeah, let's get into it. So, to start off with, I'm using my trusty Nivea cream, because I need to stay moisturised, and I feel like this makes my skin quite glowy, so that will help give it a glowy base. And then, oh, I feel like I'm looking a bit red. Then we've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, more focusing on the T-zone of my face, just so that it's not too shiny, because I kind of want to keep that quite matte. There we go. And then we're going to crack on with my eyebrows. You guys are very zoomed in, up close and personal. I'm going to go with, a load of people have probably seen this on TikTok by now. Is it going to focus? The Pink Honey soap, and I have used this for years now. I want to say I've used this for a good 2 years. You can probably tell that I've used this for so long that it's just basically one big mess. As we're trying to go for that like slip back like look, I'm going to try and keep my eyebrows like up a little bit. Then gonna make sure I've lathered on the soap. And what I try and do is I try and like make sure the whole eyebrow is like coated with the soap, just so then it's like easier to like just drag it, and once it's dragged it's like stuck. because once this is dried and once this is stuck on, it's not moving anywhere. And then I'll just do the same on the other side. Basically, because I've done that side and then that side, I want this one to get a bit tacky so it's not like wet. While I'm doing this side, that side will be a bit more tacky. And then what I'll do now is I'll push it down into the place that I want it to go. And while I'm doing that at the same time, I try and use the end of like a makeup brush and just like push it down so it gives it more of like a laminated effect, and just basically keep repeating that technique until you get the shape that you want. And then do that the same on the other side. And then my eyebrows. They may look a little bit sparse and a bit gappy, but then that's when you get your eyebrow pencil involved and you just fill it in. But I'm just gonna make sure, and sometimes you can even like pat it down with your finger. The benefit precisely my brow pencil, the ultra fine brow defining pencil, and I think it's in the shade 3. So then I just kind of just, you know, go up, create the little fine hairs in the spaces that are missing. And just basically keep working at it until you are happy with what you get. And then just do the same on the other side. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a little spot in the corner of my eyebrow and it's really painful. There we go. That is my eyebrow done. They may look a bit scary because I've got nothing else on my face. So you guys might have seen this in my last video. I do put contour on before I put anything else on. I saw on TikTok and I saw Mitchell did this, and it's becoming more back. So I've got the, I want to say, I've got Barry M Makeup Obsession Mega Conceal. This is actually a concealer, but I find it works quite nicely with my skin tone, so I use it as a contour. It's in the shade 17. So I just basically put this in the dots of my contour, and because we're doing more of a glam look, I put 2 extra dots just to give it more of a oof. So like again, we want to keep that face lifted, and when I do that, I pull my face away and just gently buff it in. It may be a bit scary with the colour, but the more you keep buffing it in, the better. And also don't forget, we're going to put a bit of foundation concealer, so I'm not just going to leave it as an orange mark. But also another technique that I've noticed that works for me is that you want to push up. If you want to have that lifted skin look, pushing it up into your face works better than bringing it down, because when you push it down, it just makes it look more droopy. Oh, and the brush I'm using is NYX Professional number 22. And it's like an angled brush, so I find it works better for when I use my contour. And then whatever I use left over, I just put it on my nose to give it a bit of a colour. And then just a little bit on the outer corner of my eye, just to start that golden eyeshadow base. Comment down below how you do your makeup routine. Do you start with your eyes first? Do you start with your skin, your eyebrows? Because it's interesting to see like how people start their makeup routine. I prefer doing it with like my eyebrows first, but I know that my sister, she prefers doing her skin and her base. Unless she's doing like a heavy look, I think she'll start with her eyes. Let me just sort my clip out. So I'm now looking a bit golden and a bit bronzy. And then now, because I'm doing such a heavy eye look, I think I will probably don't do the rest of my base, just do my eyeshadows, so then like if I need to I can just wipe away and then it's not, the base is not ruined. I would also inspire to do a bronzy look because I've got the Naked Heat palette and that's got some absolutely beautiful warm tone, and I thought it would be nice to try and, because normally I use the four colours, but it would be quite nice to just maybe step out of my comfort zone and use some of the darker colours. So to start off with, I don't actually have any eye primer, so I'm just gonna use my eye concealer and just put 2 dots on and just blend that out with my beauty blend, just to give it a bit of a something to be tacky and stick on. And because I'm doing my eye look, I'm going to zoom you guys back in and so you guys can get a better look. So to start off with, I will be going in with this colour here called Chaser, and I will just basically buff that into my crease just to warm it up, just so that I can roughly know what to start off with, and do that on the other side. And this is another thing that I find quite interesting. Some people just do one eye and then when they've done the one eye they go over to the second eye, but I have to like do it at the same time. There we go, we've got a bit of a crease going on. Then we're gonna go in darker with, so I don't want to do a cut crease, but in the photo it's just a little bit light at the front and then it's darker and smoky at the end. So I think I'm just gonna carry on building up my cut crease. So I'm gonna use these 2 shades here, which are called Source and Low Blow. So I'm just gonna use the Source one. Again, just keep putting it in, buffing it out, blending it out. And it doesn't matter if you make a little bit of a mess, because you can just clear it up. And then we're gonna go with Low Blow. They're actually really pigmented, like even when I'm just tapping it on and tapping it off, they're actually still really pigmented, which is good. So I'm just gonna now change my brush to more of a angle fluffy brush. I don't actually know where these brushes from, they don't have a label, but they work really nicely. So again, just making sure you blend, because you don't want any harsh lines. And I hope it does show that it's blended on camera, because it is blended here. Right, so we've got a bit of darkness and we've got the cut crease going. So I'm now gonna go with got this type of brush here. We're gonna dip it into, I wanna build, I don't wanna just go straight into the dark. So we're gonna dip it into this red one here, which is called hiiiiii. So now we're just going to add a bit more darkness, a bit more depth into the eye. So I'm now going to go with this brush, and this brush is a Morphe, but again it doesn't have the number and I have a feeling I've rubbed the number off. We're now going to go in with the 2 darker shades here. Is it going to focus? Which is called Virgo, I'm not sure. And then we've got the second one, which is Ashes, and we're just going to tap them, gently pat them into the outer corner and just gently blend it in with the rest of the colours. I like to alternate between the 2 brushes just because this brush is more of a cleaner brush and this has got all the pigment on it, whereas this is more easier to just blend the colours together without. So you can now see that it's getting a bit more of a definition, and basically you just keep tapping in them until you get the eye shape and the colour that you want. Looking a bit messy, obviously you can tell there's a bit of the line there, but we'll blend that out when we do the rest of the face. Right, I've got this which I thought I want to try. So this is the Mitchell, made by Mitchell. in the shade of Hold My Gold. It said it's a liquid blusher, but I'm gonna use it on my eyes instead. So I'm gonna put a bit on my hand, and I've never used this before, so we'll give it a go. And wow, it's very golden. You definitely don't need a lot, like I literally just patted a bit. We'll leave that to dry because it feels a bit wet and a bit tacky. What I will do is I'll just carefully blend in some of the shadow that I've got on top in with the crease, just so it gives it more of a blended look instead of it just being like a cut crease. So I'll just go back in with low blow, and then I'll go with my fluffy brush and just blend everything. Just gonna put a little bit more darkness into the corner, and we're gonna put some eyeliner on. And I'm not very good with eyeliner, so we'll give it a go. We'll try and error, and let's hope I don't mess up this eye look. Number 7, Stay Perfect Eye Pencil, and it just what I'll do is I gently lift the top, and then I'll also do the same on the bottom because we want to create that dramatic eye look. Focus more on the outer corner than in the corner. So what I'll do is I'll just basically do it halfway, and then once we've done the concealer, I will then blend it out with the eyeshadow underneath. Next we're using the e.l.f. eyeliner. I actually bought this today, and it was only £3. We shall give it a go and see if it works, if it's easy to glide on, if it's not. But you know when you get like a new eyeliner and it's so like the tip is so sharp, that's the best thing. And also I don't think my eye shape is very good with having eyeliner all the way down, because then it makes it outline, which makes it more rounded instead of just straight across. Ignore the mess, but I'm quite happy with that. I hate trying to make them symmetrical because I'm not very good at making them symmetrical. There's not a lot of ink on the top of the eyeliner, which is making it harder. That'll do. I can't bother to do it anymore. So my review on this new eyeliner, it's okay. It's not the best. It's okay. Like the tip of the eyeliner doesn't have a lot of ink in it, so it's harder to do it, and that's what you want to do to create that sharp line. So it's okay. Will I use it again? I mean, I'll use it again, but I won't be reaching out to use it all the time unless I have to, but I doubt I will because I don't really wear eyeliner that much unless I'm going out. That's my eye look done, and this is what the eyes are looking like, and the eyebrows. It's looking a bit scary, but we need to do the rest of the face. So I've now got the Iconic foundation. Well, it's more of a skin tint because I like to keep my freckles known. I just basically use a bit of a skin tint, and then I use a bit of concealer to cover up whatever. So I'll put a bit on the back of my hand. I'm going with my beauty blender, and that just completely made me pale, but we'll bring some colour back into my face. I will then go in with the concealer. I picked it up today, and it's the e.l.f. concealer in the shade Light Ivory. Oh, I didn't even say the shade in this. The Iconic in the shade Neutral Fair. Under my eyes, and I put it here just to lighten this up, so when I put the contour it's harsh. It is very good full coverage. Like, you could probably use this concealer just like on its own. I don't normally use foundation or anything unless I've got like a full glam of like going out and stuff. So this concealer, I reckon I probably could use this on its own, and it would still give me that full coverage. I'm liking how the two have worked together. I'm really enjoying that. And my face still looks glowy. It doesn't look matte, which is what we're going for. Let's bring some colour back to my face. So another item that I bought today, just to give myself a little tree is the Hoola Benefit Bonder. Yeah, so what we'll do is, again, push it in and just push it up. And you really don't need much of this. Like, a little goes a long way. And I just done one half of my face just to show you guys the difference. Like, look how, and then look at how this side, like, it looks alright, but this, I hope it don't look too orange on camera, because from the viewfinder it looks a little orange. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We've got the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and basically we'll just put a bit on the lid. Because we want to go for a glowy look, we don't want to put too much, so I would just put it on my sponge, dab it on the back of my hand just to spread it around and make it a little bit more left, and just press it into your skin, under your eyes, and then I'll do the rest of my face. And while that's setting, if you see any loose powder, then I'll just go over with my brush. Another thing that I have noticed when I've been trying to create a glowy look is that I use a cream blusher, and because it's cream, it gives you that shine. I don't really go fancy with blushers, but these are my two favourite that I've got. So if I'm wanting a natural look, I will go for my Paw multi-purpose soothing bar with natural pawpaw. So this is cheap and it's amazing. Then I've also got my Benefit California blusher, I think, and that is that colour. I will go in with this first, and I will use my finger and I'll just dab it, and if I see any streak marks I will go in with my brush just to blend it all in. But I prefer, with my skin tone and my makeup look, I prefer doing like a coral peach blusher rather than a bright pink. And I feel like it's so subtle, but it's so like notable, and you can build up. So because we're going for like a proper glam look, I would then just, you know, buff that in, just make sure it's all blended, and then I will go in with my Benefit blusher. And this is a very pigmented blusher, you hardly need any. I always dab it on the back of my hand just to get rid of any excess. I do need to invest into more brushes, more like powder brushes for like face and stuff, because I only got this one and I used this one for like pretty much everything. And yeah, it just gives me that like bronzy Miami California look. I will then be just finishing back with my eyes, and then I'll use again by Benefit, the Bad Gal. But yeah, you can tell the difference between my eye already. I would then use the Eyeliner London eyelashes, the Fluttery Light. I don't go for really dramatic eyelashes, just because I've never really had the chance to wear dramatic eyelashes look. So I just keep to these ones because I know that they're trustworthy and I know that they're going to work well for me. This is why you want to make sure your eyelash glue on your eyelashes is tacky, otherwise they just don't stick to where they need to stick. So, as you can see, what we'll do is we'll put some mascara in this bit, don't just blend it all out. But you just have it towards the end of the corner, and it just gives you that cat eye look. And then do the exact same on the other side. I've now put both my eyelashes on, and then I'll go in with the NYX On The Ride Volume Mascara. This is when you start connecting the bottom. I go with the darker shade, Acid, which is towards the end here, just to help connect the eye look together. And then you can go in with more of a reddy tone. So I'm going to use the He Devil. In the mirror I look quite tanned and quite colourful, but in the camera I look quite pale. And I don't know if that's because of the lighting, and I don't know if it's because it's now getting dark and this light is now getting more brighter. But hey ho, we're nearly finished. To finish it off, we have got the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Liner in the shade Lavender Anley. And then on top of that, we will use the Iconic Lip Oil. That is beautiful. And that is the end of the video. I don't have my setting spray with me, but if I did, I would be using the All Night Urban Decay. And this is the finishing glam smoky look. I hope it doesn't look too pale. I feel like I look quite pale, but in here I look how I would look. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been helping out and who has shown their love and support to me recently. It means a lot and I can't wait to carry on with the YouTube journey and see what the future brings. The next video coming out will be a very exciting video. I am heading to Venice for the week with a few of the girls. Other than that, I shall see you in the next video. Bye!